Hi y'all, my name is Rebecca. Welcome to my channel. If you have subscribed to my channel, been watching my videos, then you know that I am in the process of doing a budget bedroom makeover. And I have been using the Heirloom Traditions paint. I am not sponsored by Heirloom Traditions. I just love their paint. I've used it for home and for my work home. I've painted countertops with them. And I went from a horrible orange 1970s look to a modern sleek black look with this paint. Did some polyacrylic over it. It's amazing, and I just wanted to share that you could actually do a paint treatment with this paint as well, and you're going to get a durable, lasting finish. So come DIY with me. This bureau and dresser set has served me very well, and I cleaned it very good with just an all-purpose cleaner. I used the brand at the Dollar Tree that's an organic dupe, but I like this all-purpose cleaner. It doesn't leave a film or anything on my surfaces. And then I had ordered a paint bundle off of Heirloom Traditions website, and once you make an account with them, they will send you coupon codes directly to your email that can save a ton of money and give you other things that you might need. There was a color wheel of all of their available colors, a sponge, some deglosser, their deglosser, and 3 little 8-ounce sample bottles of the different colors of paint of my choice. I chose the almond, which is an off-white with a tan undertone, and then I purchased the iron gate, which is black, and also peony, which is a pale pink. Depending on what part of the country you're from, whether it's a peony or a peony, but it is a pale pink on their color chart. I used the brushes, the paint sponge brushes from the Dollar Tree on my projects. I have found that it lays very well without brush strokes, and so I just used the Dollar Tree brushes. And I went over this with the iron gate first. I'm going to do my bureau and I'm going to do my dresser in the same paint scheme, but do them a little bit different because I really don't like matchy furniture. And I was going for a shabby chic look and something that was going to brighten up my space instead of the dark rich wood. It is beautiful. It's just outlived its usefulness, and it made everything look very dated and dark. I took a small brush because it has kind of a tongue and groove element to the top, little trim, and I took a brush and I just went into each one of the little tongue and groove pieces and made sure that I had really good coverage. This paint has no smell, and it is very thick, so it will not do a lot of dripping or spilling. I love that about it. I am painting it directly where it sits because my bedroom is small, the hall leading into my bedroom is small, and I just did not want to do a lot of moving of furniture. I wanted my job done, and I wanted it done right now. I'm kind of impatient when I get started on something. I just want it done. And this way I did not make a big mess, and I was able to just paint my piece of furniture right where it stood. And I do have clothes in these drawers. It did not spill. I did not get one drop of paint on the inside of my drawers, my clothing. So if you live in an apartment or you don't have a workspace where you could drag a piece of furniture to and you want to paint something just exactly where it sits, this is a great paint for those kind of projects and for those kind of living situations. I also like the fact that I painted the top section of my dresser and my bureau in stages because I was working in a limited space. So I painted the top. By the time I got the first coat on, then I was ready to do the second coat. I took the hardware off the front of my bureau drawers. Then I was ready to paint my dresser drawers. I'm going to do those drawers in the peony. I'm going to do the top 2 drawers of my bureau in the peony and the bottom 3 drawers in the almond. Then I'm going to do all of my drawers on the dresser in the peony. I left the drawers open so that I could get to the edges easily. Usually when you're working with a traditional paint, you have to allow 2 to 3 hours in between coats. Literally by the time the top was done and dry and I had finished out the sides, then it was ready to do the second coat on the very top of the dresser. Then I could do the second coat on the sides and put my dresser drawers in and start painting the front of them. It does take about 30 days for it to cure, so you need to be careful with the dusting. I just used a little fluffy duster and like a Swiffer, went over the top of my drawers and over the top of my bureau and dresser just to keep it nice and clean in that 30 days. I did not use any harsh chemicals, but it sets very well. It does not chip and it does not flake off like a traditional paint would. It is self-leveling and it really gives you a lot of forgiveness when you're painting furniture or really any project. I have had this set for around 13 years. And backstory on this set, I had actually purchased a dresser off of a website, had it sent, and it was so flimsy that I had a flat screen TV. I put it on the dresser and it cracked. That dresser immediately went right back to the shed and I used it to store supplies in, and I was very disappointed that I had spent a great deal amount of money on a dresser that would not even hold up a little 32-inch flat screen TV. So I went to the local thrift store and I found this set. I found it for $200. I love a good thrifting bargain. It is solid wood and I have had it for about 13 years. As I mentioned before, it has served me quite well. I know that the paint colors that I have picked out are not everybody's taste, but I did just want to show you that you can mix and match paint colors and do different things with your furniture, give them an updated look. I am very drawn to a Baroque, Art Nouveau, Gothic style. That's immediately what my eye is drawn to. And when I decided to redo my room, I thought that I would keep the pieces that I love, but do it in a shabby chic kind of style, because then I don't have to sacrifice the things that I truly love, but it doesn't look dated. I took some black paint after the second coat was put on and the paint was still wet, just brushed it over with my brush. I added in some pink on top of the black and faded that in while my paint was still wet. Like I said, this paint dries very fast. And then I just made sure that I had a little bit of distressed look to the front 2 top drawers of my bureau. I had painted my nightstands. In the previous video, I used the paint from this set to do that. I had quite a bit of paint left over from this little paint bundle. It cost me $55, and I feel like if you're wanting to do just a really quick, lasting, durable paint treatment to your furniture, just freshen it up, update it a little bit. Or if you like to thrift and you like finding things, but it needs a little bit of tender, loving care, this is a very cost-effective, awesome product to use and become acquainted with. I am very thrifty. I really like to spend less money for good quality products
and things that will last a very long time, because when I do a project, I don't like to go back and revisit what I have already done. I like a one and done kind of situation, and it is just paint. So if in a year or two I don't like what I have done, I can go back and redo it without spending a ton of money. So I am very comfortable in recommending this paint and this process because it is something that I have done on several pieces, and I have found that it is very much worth the money, the time, and the effort. I did this bureau and my dresser in one afternoon of work, and I feel like it turned out absolutely gorgeous. I love how it came out. After about an hour, I was able to put the hardware back on all of the drawers, and I thought that it came out totally gorgeous. The dresser did come with a mirror, but I took it off because I have a small room and I wanted my television to have a home. My dresser sits directly across from my bed, and honestly, I did not want to get up every morning and see an unrighteous mess. This is the third step in my bedroom makeover, taking my traditional furniture and turning it into shabby chic.
I hope that by showing you my process of updating my bedroom has been helpful. I hope that you have gotten some good information. Remember, I am totally unsponsored by Heirloom Traditions. I just love the product. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell so that you know when I've uploaded my next video. Give me a thumbs up, and thank you so much for watching Crafts, Laughs, and Chaos.